Well, hello there, Taurus. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to welcome you to my channel. I appreciate you coming here. We're going to talk about November, which is going to have 4 weeks in it, and we're going to start out, of course, with the week of the 3rd through the 9th. I am not doing a full overview this month. I thought I'd try going without. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and start out by lighting a candle, because I like to bring in the good energy, and we're doing some rejuvenation, right? Cool. A little new life, right? I like the rejuvenation energy. I think it's spicy and fun, and I think it can help us move forward. All right, so here we go. Yep, there it is. Ta-da! All right. So, yes, like I said, we're not doing an overview. We're going to do just 1 week at a time. Perfect. And so my better angels have a lot of stuff they want me to talk to you about, and it has a lot to do with like hula hoop therapy, which is what I call it when we talk about what's in our hula hoop and what's outside our hula hoop, because what's in our hula hoop is our business and what's outside isn't. So that's pretty cool, right? Kind of simple, kind of basic, but at the same time we're talking about how we're all one, right? We're all people. We have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, and those things are what's similar about us. We need to focus on those similarities and the beating heart that's inside of each of us, because we have a lot going on in November, right? So we have so much going on that it's going to be really important for us to look at our similarities and not our differences. Look for what we're feeling as well as what are other people feeling. So if we can relate to the feelings, if only to say, I understand that feeling, and I'm sorry that you're feeling it, right? We don't have to be in the feeling. We don't have to be experiencing the same feeling at the same time in order to understand their feeling. And just understanding their feeling from our own past experiences, feeling similar stuff from similar situations that aren't the same, we can relate to one another and be compassionate, be open to the possibility that we have to work together. We have to stick together as a group, right? We can't segment ourselves by worrying about what's dissimilar. We have to stay on point with what is similar and just sort of embrace those things, allow for those things, and be peace, right? We can be peace. We don't have to be upset about every little thing, even if we don't agree on every little thing, right? So it's cool. I really like the idea of just sort of saying, okay, cool. All right. Sorry you're feeling like that. Or you don't have to, like, explain it away. You don't have to justify how you feel or how they feel. You don't have to, and if it's you who feels sad, you don't have to justify why you feel sad. You just feel sad. And that's okay. You can feel sad. And that's all right. But we need to just be calm about it, you know? We can have those feelings without overreacting. We don't want to overreact. We don't want to get too excited about any of it. That's when we get back to hula hoop therapy and we go, okay, so what's going on inside my hula hoop? And will what's going on outside my hula hoop really affect the inside of my hula hoop? And then when we do that, we look at some of our neighbors and we go, well, they're on the other side of the wall. Meh, they're not really affecting my life, so it's okay, right? And that's cool. So when we start letting other people's doings affect our happiness, that's an issue. We need to look at that, right? Because we don't want other people's things to affect what's happening to us. So we take charge of our own stuff, and our happiness is our business, right? So we have to do that. We have to sort of take that moment and go, all right, cool. Still not happy, but I'm going to work on it. And I'm going to find a way to figure this out. And that's a good thing, because when you're doing that, you're an empowered human being, and I love that. We're all here to become an empowered human beings. So with all that being said, that was generally the gist of what my spirit guides want me to tell you. We're going to get into the reading. So this beautiful Wild Unknown Tarot is back and wants to play. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. We're going to do the 12 houses again, loosely based on the 12 houses of astrology in your astrology chart, showing us those 12 areas of your life. And we're going to look at where you are, what's blocking you, what your solution is with the tarot in all those little houses. All right? So, I appreciate you all for your interest in what I'm doing here. It is new, so if you're still interested and you still like what I'm doing, comment below. Let me know what you think about all this. I'm still very interested to hear your point of view. Like these things, share them, do that thing you do. I am putting out the second round of cards, which is what's blocking you. The first round is where we are. Second is what's blocking you in that area. And sometimes not, because sometimes it just flows too well and I have to go with it. My better angel said, no, nope. It is exactly what it says it is. Okay. So then we just do it. And then, of course, our third round will be our solution. So, yay. But yes, I am looking forward to additional feedback. I've had a little bit of feedback, but not a lot. I'm very excited to hear what you think. If you think these are a good idea and you want me to keep going, excellent. If you think, I got the feeling it might be too much. I mean, hell, it might have been too much for me doing the full overview, which was an 1.5 hour long video. Maybe just too much. So I'm cutting it down to just the individual weeks, and then we'll see what's going on, right? We'll make sure that everything gets said and we move forward. All right. That's enough of that. Let's look at these beautiful cards. Excellent. So let's start in the house or the area or the department, shall we say, of yourself. All right. What's going on with you? What are you thinking about? Taurus, you are absolutely concerned with your finances. You're paying attention to what you have. You're like, I have a little extra and I'm kind of interested in what I'm doing with that. Let's think about that. So you're pondering your extra financial benefits, which is super nice. Congratulations. Good for you. You're feeling a lot like your wishes are being fulfilled as you move through this universe. You're like, shoot, everything is going really well. Maybe I better just uncross my toes and they'll fit better in my shoes if I uncross my toes. You've been crossing your fingers and your toes to get here, so this isn't like you've worked for it, okay? This isn't an accident. You've been putting yourself out there and getting this on your own. This isn't an accident, all right? And we have the Queen of Swords showing me that there's part of you that's like, man, not only am I getting what Nine of Cups is blocked. Technically, it's a block. So you're thinking about your money and what might be in excess and how you want to use it. Your wishes are not being fulfilled. Dun, 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 dun. You're feeling a little frustrated, maybe. Maybe there isn't quite enough to do what you want to do. So you're having to boss up, all right? That's it. You're having to boss up and get serious about what's going on here. And like, all right, I got to knuckle down, take care of this business. I got to not let it all slide by. I got to take care of it, okay? Here you are. You're getting ready to take care of it. Good for you. All right. Let's talk about the money situation. Oh, yes, the Five of Pentacles has shown up to say that you have money. Yes, you're making money. But maybe it doesn't match what you thought you were supposed to be making, and you were looking at it and you're trying to invest it, but even still it didn't seem like you had quite enough to do what you wanted to do, right? Which shows that, yeah, you didn't quite have what you thought you needed, or you felt like you had enough, but you found out you didn't, and now you're frustrated a little bit, okay? Standing up for your ideas in this situation isn't going to get you where you want to go. So barking at the people who are doing their thing isn't going to get you what you want. I mean, it'll make you feel better, ain't gonna lie. I've yelled at a banker or two myself, only because they told me to invest when they'd already lost over $2,000 of my money. Truth. Okay? So that just made me yell a little bit more. And then I took everything that was left and I ran. So, too bad, so sad on them. Needless to say, I'm not a very good investor. But the Temperance card here is talking about how your solution to the situation even as we're talking about your investing money, is to just kind of go with the flow. You got to let a little bit go so you can gain more. I know that sounds very much like what they're going to tell you. So it's about not worrying about what was lost as much as what will possibly be gained on the other side. Okay, you do you with your money. I'm not sure what that means entirely. Hopefully you understand that better than I do, because every time I've done it, I've lost. So don't take my personal advice. Listen to the cards. All right, Taurus, let's move on to communication. So in communication, we're talking about you are definitely going to be in control and feeling in control of the communication situation. So you're handling all the emails and all the other stuff that go with that. So that's good news. You're going to be the communicator in the situation. You're going to initiate the situation as well. You're not sitting around waiting for anybody else to take care of it. You're doing it yourself. All right. Your financial foundation will probably be blocking in this situation. So, or maybe this is the topic about what you're discussing is your power as well as your financial base. You're like, okay, we're going to have a little email banter about my financial base because I think something is a little askew here. You're making sure that your budget is on point and that you're getting what you need out of the budget. All right. So that's very interesting. We're going to be very cool about that. And of course, we have King of Cups. There will be an emotionally based male energy person involved in the communication who can and will support you in your process. So I like that you have support even as you're stepping up, initiating communication, talking about your financial base, and having support in that process. Good job. Well done, Taurus. I'm very pleased to see that for you. Let us move on to the family department. And in family, we have the Two of Swords, showing there's a little fear factor going on here. Maybe something is going on that's got you nervous, unclear, or just not stoked, right? I do feel like there's something you're not sure how to proceed, and so it's got you nervous, all right? Don't be, it's okay. There isn't really anything to be nervous about. There's probably 1,000 ways to do this particular thing, and you're going to figure it out, and you won't be making the wrong decision, all right? Your dreams and goals are at issue right now, and you're kind of blocked from getting exactly what you want. So just know that maybe it's not about you right this minute. Maybe it's about someone else. It is a family. This is the family department. So it may not be time right now for your dreams and goals to be realized. Okay? There also may be something you need to release as you move through this section, all right? So there could be a release. This could be physical stuff, a way of thinking, a relationship that no longer serves, or even a job that isn't serving you anymore, that you're going to release. And as afraid as you are to release it, and how much it doesn't serve your dreams and goals, there is an opportunity for growth, all right? So just be calm and relax, you know. It may not be 100% what you want, but it will be what it's supposed to be, okay? Breathe and relax through this situation. I know it isn't what you want to hear, but you'll be all right, okay? Whatever it is you have to let go of, you'll do it with grace, and it will all take care of itself, all right? Good for you. It's good to be a grown-up sometimes. It also sucks sometimes. All right, so we're going to look in the love department. And in the love department, we have the Ten of Cups. Woohoo! Family is getting together. That is so nice. I like to see that. You have a lot of family love around you at this time. I like to see that you're going to have support, even as you're doing whatever this is. It feels a little awkward. Having any big ideas at this time may be on the outs, so don't automatically jump into having big ideas, okay? Let group mind handle the process in this situation. Your one big idea isn't going to be well received in the group hive mind, okay? So, cool. And when it's not your idea, don't get hung up, all right? Just kind of go along with the group, all right? Just do a little go along to get along kind of thing. You don't have to stay long. You can just stay for a minute and move on. You don't have to stay forever when it's not your idea, because I know it's really hard, Taurus, to sit around and let somebody else's idea go through, especially if it's not great. So, but the idea of fighting for your own idea at this time would be, if you chose to fight for your idea, which is something that some of my Taurus might do, you might choose to fight for your idea, and if you do so, don't be hung up on how it turns out, okay? Just let little things fall through the cracks, and let it come out in that weird, nebulous, cloudy version of what you had suggested, then per se, exactly like what you asked for, okay? Because if you try and get all exacting with them at this time, it's going to ruin the party for sure, all right? What's going on at work? At work, you're standing up for your ideas, and you're going to have a convincing argument to get what you want, okay? So you're going to have to make sure it's in budget and make sure that they understand the safety factors, etc., etc. It's going to be great. This Queen of Cups may stand in the way. All right, I'm an emotionally based lady, but damn it, I know what's going on, and I'm not okay with 100% of what you're talking about. She is the one you need to convince. So if you're going to start convincing, I feel like it won't be safe if we don't do this. I feel like it will be worth the money in the moment. I feel like I can reuse this stuff. If you say I feel first, she'll hear you better, okay? So just realize that and know that you can definitely make things happen for yourself with your convincing argument that way, because you have all the tools at your disposal, and you're going to make anything happen that you need to. There will be half of this project that you have to pull out of your butt with everything you have laying around, and the other half she'll find the money for, because it's going to make things better, okay? So it's a little bit of you doing your work and a little bit of them doing their work, and don't be afraid to pick up trash off the road if it turns into something you can use, okay? I know that sounds a little goofy, but a little recycling of other products from other places could definitely help you get what you need to do what you need to do, all right? So keep an eye out and be friendly. So you can do that sort of thing, and it can be very helpful to the situation, all right? Now then, let's talk about what's going on here. This is all about relationships and marriages and stuff like that. This is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is all about fighting for your power in a situation. I want to be heard. I want you to hear me. Listen to me. I'm talking to you. Is this thing on? Hello, hello. All right, this is you trying to be heard. Like, hey, I need you to hear me. I want to be heard in the situation. So that's kind of what's going on with your relationship right now, is you're not being heard yet, all right? And fighting for your ideas is going to actually block you at this time. So very interesting. Knight of Swords, fighting for your power. Knight of Wands, fighting for your ideas, is blocking you. So power and ideas are blocking you in this situation. Isn't that interesting? And sure enough, you're self-sabotaging right now. So that's like a whole kabowie about every little thing here in your relationship situation is not going great. The more you push to be heard or understood or in charge, all that is sabotaging yourself, okay? So maybe if you can stay in a place of love, that would help you a lot to sort of put the pin back in the grenade, and your life will at least run mellow for the week. Sorry, this is feisty, all right? So Taurus, choose not to be feisty, all right? You can be feisty at work, but don't be feisty here. It's a lot to be this feisty everywhere you go, okay? So let's talk now about the death release department. Yes, we're going to let things go. What are we letting go of right now? we're talking about your financial balance right now. We want to make sure your finances are balanced. We don't, part of you is maybe hanging on too tightly. This is typically what happens when we need to let go in this department, is that we've held on so tightly. We're not able to receive if we hang on too tightly to our finances, okay? I know it sounds crazy, but you kind of got to let some go in order to receive. So that opens up the flow, right? So it's okay to buy a thing or two, and it's okay to, you know, breathe. And then when you do that, everything comes, right? You also need to let things go. So this is Three of Wands, reminding you that your memories of how things have gone in the past seem to be blocking you. So maybe you're only remembering the times when you kept putting money in the pig, and that was when, of course, the pig just kept getting higher and higher and higher, and you never spent your money on anything. So cool. Yeah, that was great. You were 9. You were 9 when you were doing that, and that's great, but you're not 9 anymore, and you can't do the 9 thing anymore because you're not 9. Life is far more complicated than a pig bank, all right? So be aware that it isn't going to be okay for you to just sit still and hold all your money, okay? Let me just put it this way. Money is falling out of the sky. Whee! Right? But you're holding it like this. Right now, you're holding it like this. And money is falling out of the sky. But you have coins in your hands. You're like, wait, I have my money in my hands. I can't even receive that. That's correct. You can't receive if your hands are holding tightly onto the money. So, gotta open it up. You might drop a penny or two, and that's okay. Watch this. When the money is coming out of the sky, and it's like all the coins and the pennies and all that, along with dollar bills, and you're holding your hands like this, all you're going to catch is the coins. The dollar bills will fall right out. You might get 1 or 2, but you're not getting them, right? If you do like so, yes, the coins fall away. Oh well, you're picking up all the dollar bills, right? We're talking 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, right? They're all coming out of the sky, and we're going to catch them because we're doing this and letting the coins go, okay? So, hanging on too tightly to cash or money in some way is going to stop the flow of money in your life. We have to let some go to receive more, all right? It's kind of fun if you just go with me, all right? It's good. So, what's our final card in this area? We're talking about the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is your solution. So carry your ideas out to the world. Share your ideas about how you're releasing some and you're not holding on so tight and everything is great, because it will solve itself, all right? Because you are remembering in the past how it went, and now you're doing better, all right? So now you have new ideas, and you're going to share your new ideas, and it's going to be better. Yay! Perfect. Let's talk now. You can share your ideas freely. You don't even have to pay for them. Ha-ha. So let's talk now about what's going on in the travel and movement department. So in the travel and movement department in this first week of November, we are looking at things are getting pretty solid. Things are feeling squared away and solid, and your house and home are at issue. So part of you might be thinking about selling. Oh, sorry. Pardon me, and bless me. Hello. But yes, I'm definitely seeing that there is the foundation of your home. It might be ready to move, right? You might be thinking about a move or a change. Something different, right? Just ready for something different. We've done what we needed to do here. Now we're ready to do something different. New information about ways to make more money. So you might be thinking about, ooh, I might rent it, or I might Airbnb it, or I might sell it. We'll find out, right? You are definitely getting new information, though. It's going to give you pause. It's also going to give you ideas. Ha-ha. If I move, what do I do with it? Ha-ha. And then you're going to make the decision, and you're going to go for it, because you're jumping right in. This is the Fool. You are jumping right into something new with this situation. I feel like you're already thinking about the next step. You're already doing this. So well done. Good for you, Taurus. This is super exciting. I like to see that for you. Let us talk now about your ambition. What gets you up in the morning? What's your cup of coffee? This is me holding a mug of cup of coffee. All right. So, the hard work being over definitely gets you up in the morning. Hello. We've already done the hard work. It's good. Yay. Perfect. Now, what else? We have this King of Pentacles. This is a fellow who's all about the finances, who is definitely thinking about ways and means to make more money. He's definitely a good dude who is taking care and is ready to appreciate the possibilities, all right? So yeah, this is good. I feel like you have support here. This is somebody he thinks more about the money than most things, and he likes a good bargain, so pay attention to what he's thinking about. But he could stand in your way of having the work be done, right? He could block you, for sure. But I do see that with the 8 of Swords here, you're definitely in a position to push forward when you make sure your deal, whatever you're working on, whatever your idea is to work on, change it up a little bit so that he saves money, and he'll get right on board, okay? Remember, we were talking about this project over here where you might have to, use half of your own stuff. What do you already have? And I talked about recycling. Haha. One more time, if you can have a pile of recycled stuff laying around that you can use, whether it's lumber or whatever, you can definitely get him on board, because you're like, hey, I just found this over there, and it's good. I found this stuff, and I'm going to use it as part of the base for this project, and we don't only have to pay for these little things, the hardware and the brackets and the whatnots, but the lumber is taken care of because I pulled it out of a dumpster. Huzzah! So yeah, you're definitely going to be able to work it out with this person who's going to try and stand in your way, but you're going to make it all into something that he can understand and save him money. He will be stoked, and he will give you what you need, all right? Now then, this batch of cards is talking about your friends department. What is going on there? You are going to be fighting for your heart's desire with some of your friends. Some of your friends are kind of busy doing some stuff, and you're like, hey, why don't we get together? And they're like, hey, we're kind of busy. And they're like, hey, come on, let's get together. You're like, hey. So it's going to be a little hey project right there. You're like, I really want to do this. Well, King of Wands is here saying, hey, man, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. I'm working my ass off. I'm doing my own thing. I really don't have time. And as much as I want to hang out with you guys, and I want to get together, and I want to be a part of this situation, I need to stand up for my own ideas. And I mean, I'm chill, but dude, I got to do what I got to do, all right? So he may put the kibosh on the whole thing, just saying, I can't do it. Can't do it. But there will be somebody else who will try and take control of this situation, and it may get worse instead of better, okay? I mean, think about it this way. We're just talking about this week, and among your friends, wouldn't it be better to just put it off till next week rather than forcing the issue and ruining friendships over forcing an issue when somebody's saying, hey, I just need a break. I can't do it. So you do you, but I'm not doing it. Because this guy over here, the the King of Swords, he could get real picky about how things go and be like, no, we can't do it without you, and you start pushing and shoving and forcing this person who's just beat up and tired. And, well, okay, if they show up, they'll just be a zombie. Did you want a zombie at your party? Wouldn't you just put it off for a week so that they wouldn't be a zombie? Or what if they're sick? You gotta let them get better, okay? You don't want to have a problem. You just want to have a good time. So allow for the good time and give them time to get better enough to have a good time, all right? Much better choice than this, all right? In this case, you almost want this thing to block so you don't keep forcing the issue, all right? Sorry. All right, Taurus, let's talk about the unknown department. This is the area where we have things that, a few cards that match many areas, many houses, many departments, and will help clarify a little bit in those areas. So let's just see. we have the Six of Cups, right? Duh. We have the Six of Cups. Da, da, da. Six of Cups is here showing us that sharing from your heart is going to be what's going on a lot in a lot of these areas. I think that when you share from your heart with your family, share from your heart with your, well, this is family, this is your love, and sharing from your heart, right? Sharing from your heart here in this whole grenade situation here, I think you're going to get where you want to go there, all right? It's going to be a good thing, okay? So, sharing from your heart is a good thing. Now then, Two of Cups. Your relationship is blocked. And it doesn't look anything like as terrible as that. But I can tell you that it reiterates the truth that your relationship is blocked right now. I feel like it's blocked because you're dealing with family stuff and work stuff. So if you can just allow your person to be who they are and do what they're doing, it'll help you a lot. This sort of speaks a little bit about that situation too. Just allow people to do what they can do and what they want to do. You're busy with your family anyway, so don't push your relationship beyond its boundaries or its capacity. Whoever your partner is, they're tapped out. I feel like they're possibly the King of Wands over here, tapped out. Got nothing more for you, and this is you fighting for your control and your ideas and sabotaging the crap out of your relationship. And the fact is, you don't need to do that. Just let it go. Let it go for now and be cool, right? Share from your heart. Don't fight with your relationship. Let your relationship putter through. Just let it putter on through. Remember, we're looking for similarities this whole month. So if that's where you want to go with that, that's cool, all right? Because the end result is the Sun. The Sun card is here saying things will come out new. Things will come out beautiful. Things will come out warm and loving and caring. We have a rainbow over here in the release department. The Fool is here. This is beautiful. This Eight of Swords in this spot is beautiful. I love that you're getting into Temperance over here. Even this Death card here is beautiful. It really is well placed, and the Magician is perfect, okay? So, if you can be cool in your relationship, don't let your relationship block you from doing what you need to do, but don't force them to come along, okay? Do the right thing, let them be, and then everything will come out better, okay? Sunshiny and new. Alrighty. So yeah, that's a lot. But yeah, that's what's going on this week, okay? Hang in there. It's going to be all right. And by gosh and by golly, here we go, right? This is going to be a great week. Here we go. So, if you haven't liked and subscribed, I would really love it if you did. It's totally free, and it helps my little baby channel grow. And, you know, you can share this with anyone you like. I'm totally into that sort of thing. I appreciate every little bit that comes my way. Because, you know, I'm kind of hoping that one day this thing will pay off and pay for itself, right? Awesome. And I look forward very much to seeing you at Faire. If I haven't seen you at Faire yet this year, ta-da! I'll see you there, all right? Thank you so much for being here. We'll talk next week about the 10th through the 16th.